When I was down in Florida on one of my trips trying to get away from all this harassment from Rosemont Police Department, Apple Valley Police Department, I had the chance to talk to an insurance agent. Okay. And this is when I was in the process of getting the document, my mother's death certificate. Okay. Um, because my dad refused to show it to me. Um, and the insurance agent said that I explained to him that my dad filed his insurance death claim with his insurance agent at Horace Mann. His name is Mark Anderson. He filed it as an accidental death. Okay. Now, on the death certificate, it says my mother died of natural causes, and it lists a bunch of possibilities of what she could have died from based on her past history. Okay, because she was never given any medical examiner's report, autopsy, coroner's report, blood analysis. Because the blood analysis would have shown my mother's veins were filled with rat poison. Okay, so if an insurance agent tells me that that's textbook insurance fraud, and I report that to Rosemont Police Department on multiple different occasions, and they do nothing about it, who should hold Chief Michael Dahlstrom accountable? Who should hold Deputy Chief Carson Thomas accountable? Who is their internal affairs? Well, they don't have one, I come to find out. Okay? They don't have anybody overseeing any like laws they break. Okay? Basically the Rosemont Police Department, they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want because they have no accountability. There's no entity above them that watches over them. Do you think that's a problem? Okay. So my dad can file a death claim with his insurance company as accidental, but he can, on the death certificate, it can say natural causes. Now, he told everybody that that my mother died of a ruptured aorta. Okay. Is a ruptured aorta an accident or is that a natural cause? Okay. Now, he doesn't know that she died of a ruptured aorta, number one, because they never examined the heart. Okay, you can say all these other things that she died from based on her past history, but they never opened my mother's body and examined the heart. They never tested one piece of blood, one drop of blood. Okay, so how do you know what she died of? How can you tell? How could you tell family members and friends that she died of a ruptured aorta? Okay, without having any of that stuff done. Now my dad was offered, okay, a medical exam or a coroner's report by the Lina ambulance drivers. They were going to bring her to the Apple Valley coroner, okay, and they would have done a coroner's report, and he declined it. He declined knowing what his wife really died from. Yet he's telling people that she died of a ruptured aorta. Now, again, my mom told me that she felt like she was being poisoned and that her body was burning. Okay, that was a week before she died. And when she said this, I mean, her body already looked like it was in rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is when the body turns like super purple and blue. Okay. Now, my dad said the reason he called was because when he touched her, he called 911 because when he touched her body, it was cold. Well, Officer Gage Litzner on the Rosemont police report says that the body was extremely purple, bluish and purple, and still warm to the touch. Now, Officer Swanson took pictures of the dead body that I'm still not allowed to see, but he took a picture of the thermostat. It said 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So if it was 68 degrees Fahrenheit, okay, and the body was cold when my dad called 911, how could it be warm when Officer Gage Litzner touched it? It should be at 68 degrees or under. Okay, so and then I went and interviewed Mark Anderson. You can go watch my YouTube video on it. Listen to that man talk. I asked him very straightforward questions. You can tell he's lying. You can tell he is very nervous. Now I reported this to the Minnesota Insurance Fraud Bureau. Now my dad, like, he's able to see everybody that I call because I'm still on his cell phone plan that he said he was going to shut down. Okay. Now he's called a lot of people after I've called them and told them that I was crazy and mentally unstable. So that's what I've been dealing with the last couple of years. He's been allowed, a pedophile, my dad has been allowed to see my daughters, and I haven't for the last 2 years. I haven't heard from my daughters, haven't had a picture from them. So I'm not going to stop until he's held accountable. Okay, I'm not going to stop until those Rosemount police, specifically Paul Larson, he prevented my mother from getting proper care. He prevented her from getting proper care. My mom was a nurse. She worked in the healthcare industry. She worked hard at making sure people had quality care. Now she was cremated in less than 48 hours. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. Why would you want to cremate a body so quickly if it wasn't filled with poison? Love you. Have a great day.